Today I'm going to talk to you about hydraulics and the components in a hydraulic system that are most common to failure. So the first question is, what is hydraulics? Well, essentially, hydraulics is the use of a non-compressible fluid as a source of mechanical force. An example of this would be a forklift that uses hydraulics in order to pick up pallets and things of that nature. There are many different types of components in a hydraulic system. However, I will only have enough time to cover about 4. Troubleshooting a hydraulic system can seem a very daunting task at first. However, with a basic understanding of hydraulics and the components in a hydraulic system, it could be very, very easy. The first component you have is a valve. You can think of a valve as the stopper in your bathtub. Essentially, it stops or allows the water to drain or stops the water from draining. They're usually made of metal and they're found in some sort of a manifold. They can be operated in two separate ways, which is mechanically or electrically. The most common nowadays is electrically operated valves. However, some forklifts still do use a mechanically operated valve. Mechanically operated valves typically get bent and stuff like that, and then electrically operated valve is usually the solenoid that operates the valve is what goes bad. Your next component in your hydraulic system is your manifold. The manifold is essentially a block in which valves sit in, and it has passages that allow fluid to go to certain parts of the vehicle that it's mounted on, i.e. a cylinder or an actuator, a motor, say if you're hydrostatic drive, things like that. So a manifold has a lot of small holes in it that has the potential to get clogged by dirt and other things like that, or maybe just even bad hydraulic fluid in general. So although this is the manifold is less likely to become the option of failure versus the valve. The next component is your filters. Depending on the location of the vehicle, we have some vehicles in Iraq and Afghanistan where it's very sandy. These vehicles have a higher potential in order for their filters to get clogged by sand and dirt and things like that. However, most hydraulic systems are very well sealed from the outside environment, so this doesn't happen too often. However, not changing your filters in a timely manner could also cause the same issue via just gunk and things that build up inside the cylinder and then they get passed through the filter. Your last component is the pump. This is the very last thing that will ever break in your hydraulic system. There's multiple types of pumps. I could sit here and name a few. You have axial flow pump. You have constant velocity and variable. Not constant velocity. Constant displacement and variable displacement type pumps. Things like that. And each category could have multiple amounts of pump or multiple different types of pumps. The most common source of pump failure is called cavitation. Cavitation occurs when your pump is trying to pump fluid, however, fluid isn't present, therefore it's pumping air, causing metal-on-metal action, and the pump essentially destroys itself. So, in conclusion, there are lots of things in a hydraulic system that can go wrong. However, with a basic understanding of hydraulics and the components in a hydraulic system, troubleshooting could be a very easy task. Thank you.